be my little working area. So today we're going to be making a with magnetic gunstock for VR use. I've got all of my accessories here. I'm only going to start off making one, so I don't need all of these. So the rest of these joints are all for another model of it. All of this can go away, and I'm only going to use one of these. So first off, the overall length of this thing should be between 30 and 35 inches for a smaller size one. I'm going to use these sponges as padding for the stock afterwards. I'm going to use these to secure it to the top of the Oculus grip. This is a simple Irwin cutting tool you can get for PVC piping. Goddamn robot's invading. Look at it go. Anyway, now the Skynet's out of the way.
I told you that to wait.
Oh, what am I waiting for?
When you're done with your video.
Fair enough. Oh god, this is terrible.
Go inside.
Alright.
And life in general.
Now basically how this works is it's a simple Irwin cutting tool. It's handmade so it can fit in, or it's hand sized so it can fit in smaller areas. It's got a very sharp wheel in here and rolling edges in here. You mount it around the pipe, tighten down this wheel, and spin it, and it'll cut you a good little perfect circle. This is called Amazing Goop, and it's specifically for PVC or piping use. This is something that you can get for about $5 that will last you a lot longer than most like super glue types. And then some quick steel from Baby Weld. Now I'm looking for an overall length of 30 inches, okay? Now a simple way of finding what I need to reduce from that for cutting pipe is to use these. Line them up exactly like I have here. I'm gonna just put my measuring tape.
I would just tell my dad, good night, I love you. And this night, he actually wanted to hug.
I am lost.
So I hugged my mom, told her good night, I love you, and then I hugged my dad.
You see my measuring tape anywhere, baby?
And I love you. No.
I'm fucking losing it.
Oh, up there, baby. By the illustrator.
Oh, okay. This is why I'm loving you. Alright. So we're going, let's say 35 overall. So this takes off 8 inches. That means we need 27 inches overall. And the piping extends into these join parts about an inch. Yeah, I'd say an inch. So 2, 4, 5 inches added on. So we're looking at 32 inches of piping needed. Okay. Let's get on here. It's right there. So I've got that marked. Get my cutting tool, bring it all the way out. Line to line. Actually, it should just fall right on this pipe. Tighten it down real good. Give it a good twist. Oh, shit. I got about halfway through it now. Let me sit down, I'm sweating all over the place. There we go. All the way around a couple of times. Good cut. Loosen this back up, pull it off. Should be a quick break. If I can get it to break. Try not to break the pipe. Long ears. There it is. So what I screwed up there is I didn't cut it all the way through. That's fine because that part will be covered up as soon as the piping goes on. So now I need to cut to basically add the grips and ends like this. And you also want to reference how it feels for you at different lengths. You want one close enough you can pull it in real tight. So about here and about here. All right, so I need a cut. I did cut myself a little bit. I swear I can't do anything without hurting myself in some way or another. So 5 inches. And this stuff doesn't have to be exact. You're not doing housework here. And let's see how far it is from here to our mark. 26, 27 inches. Let's see.
Before next eve 24 hours, Anna could only imagine a comfortable night's sleep without frequent heartburn waking her up. Next eve 24 hours stops acid before it starts for all day, all night protection.
Let's have one right here. I'm gonna eyeball this. I'm not even gonna measure and cut. This is a prototype, so we're not gonna go all out on it. Try and get it much tighter this time. Let me see if I can get some pliers to tighten that down real good.
If you have high blood pressure, a cold is not just a cold. Most cold medicines may raise blood pressure. Choose Coruscant HPP, the brand with a heart. Powerful cold relief without raising your blood pressure.
Hey, Malcolm, your podcast on and off, right? And you know, I can with everything from Mel Robbins to Blake Griffin. Is there a more fascinating place than off? No, not done the research.
Another option I just thought of is take a rubber hammer, hit down on top, get it to seat better in the pipe, tighten it. Should be good.
You can't fake the goodness of real strawberries, the crunch of real almonds, how chocolatey chunks taste in cold
Now
milk.
for these 1-inch pipes, because the ones I have here are 1 inch and 1 inch, are
Kellogg's Special K.
this cutter is maxed out in this size pipe.
Introducing Walmart Plus. With free unlimited delivery on groceries and all the things you love. Up at 2 a.m. Tonight, try Piercy's All Night. Extended release melatonin
Go.
helps you sleep longer and longer. Piercy's All Night.
Yeah, let's get a good cut in.
Stay asleep.
At Chewy, we know walks are made better with our furry friends, and we're here to make those walks easy. From tasty treats on the go to toys that keep them moving.
Yeah, the ones I've
Get everything
used
you need,
before
even prescriptions.
closely resemble large garden shears.
Fast, free, 1
So this
to
is
2
much
Visit
more
Chewy.com.
compact and a little bit smarter than the ones I've used. Well, and then as the cutting gets easier, there we go. So this one should break a little bit better. See if I can do it without hurting myself.
Trump's plan for Social Security will run out in 2023. That means I can't retire ever. Maybe it's Bill a better plan, and I think Joe Biden can get her done.
Actually, gas 2321321. Its unique formula is powered by Testofen, a patented key ingredient studied research to help a man feel stronger, more energetic, and more passionate. Text gas 2321321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenics Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of new Nugenics Thermos, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. That's CAST 2321321.
Now, if you're like me, you like to use power tools to cheat.
Set your DVR.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. That good?
watching, man.
I've been in law enforcement over 32 years, and this is probably one of the most tragic cases I can recall.
After years of fighting,
No, you don't have to do it this way.
the stage has been
But I'm doing it this way because I want a good clean cut on the ones that mount to the grips to avoid any breakage in the future. The one that's going near the stock, which is where that other one broke, not super worried about.
And a handgun. As he veered back over the house, he fired into the house with multiple rounds.
There was a gun within Nathan's reach.
Started hearing bullets going through the house. One bullet led probably 50, 60, I don't know.
And Nathan was probably hit very early on based on the scene.
I crawled underneath my bed thinking, well, maybe he won't find me. That's when I heard the door hit. What can you do?
Alright, I got my cutting disc. And if you're doing this at home, make sure you use safety glasses and gloves and all that. There we go. So this one,
Smell the gunpowder. It was just shot after
Go in
shot
here.
after shot.
Thought to myself, well, my parents are gone. I mean, I knew he was gonna kill them. So I crawled back on top of my bed, waiting for it.
and these joints I'm using are 1 inch down to 1/2 inch. And the point of that is the magnets I ordered are going to fit perfectly in here. A little bit of that JB Weld steel stick, and will allow you to attach your controllers directly.
My light to turn on.
So we're gonna do another one about there.
After he flipped the switch probably 8 to 10 times, he got frustrated and turned around and walked down the hallway.
Then he come down the hall.
Now, is this how you're supposed to do these things? Probably not, but I'm not a plumber.
One of them hit my face, the other one went right through the back of my neck.
You dead yet?
And I honestly, in that moment, felt so alone. You'd just been to my parents' room. I'm not hearing anything from them. I'm not hearing Cody anymore. I felt like it was just me.
Fuller goes to the kitchen and he turns the oven on, trying to light the house on fire.
And after probably about 5 minutes or I decided to get up. I was petrified. I thought surely he's still around, he's still watching, he wants me to get up so he can finish me.
All right. Quick cut.
That's why I handed it to my sister.
Go.
And I remember rushing through the phone call, telling her I have to get off the phone, I have to get off the phone, he's gonna come back, he's gonna kill me.
That is most of the build right there. So that should be your standard grip area for damn near any weapon and onward, with a good little stock resistance.
It was obviously a dangerous
Next
situation.
part is going to
He
be
returned to his house,
cap it.
certainly where we knew he had guns, had more ammunition.
I might actually do it this way. Shorten it a little bit so you're not hitting your fiance if she runs by you. There you go. So that last piece actually isn't even needed. Our overall length now is even less than we thought, 26 inches or 28 inches, roughly. Nice and compact, light. Last part's going to be, because this is all 1-inch tubing, these are 1-inch to 1/2 inch transfers. This one here will work with my 1/2 inch here. For that, I only need 5 inches, 4 or 5 inches. Let's see how big this piece is. That's 9.
He wanted to plead guilty.
Only need about that far. Yeah, about 5.5 inches. You also have to consider the length of your draw on your shoulder. So you take this part, press it up against your shoulder, and you measure from the top of your shoulder, from where the muscle ends, down to your armpit, and that distance should be about how long your stock should be. This piece is no longer needed. So I'm going to cut a quick piece off of this.
Not only were there two people died that day, but those children then had to grow up without their father. And then Bonnie Fuller's children had to grow up without their
Call it 5.5, 6 inches, because you have to account for that 1/2 inch that is going to be put into this transfer piece.
Bonnie and Jacob lost their family, their structure, their whole home at the same time that the Hoaglands did. They were also sort of oppressed, and the shame that came with what their father did is immense. I don't know what else to say, other than sometimes adults are stupid.
Cody and Courtney are raised by extended family. And work
Has that
hard
bankruptcy
to build
gotten
a
off
life
your
for
credit
themselves.
yet?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Thanks for putting that in the video.
Oh. I got you in
No, I'm just being quiet while I work. It's fine. I'll just be over here revealing trade secrets to everyone. Alright, very simple. Pop that in. Pop this cap in. Do a quick check fit. For me, that's actually a little bit too long. It'll be tightened up when I hammer everything into place. So now, you get to take everything back apart. You have to actually put it together with the epoxy so it doesn't come apart on you. So this is basically everything you need right here. Just this little bit of piping. can make you your own Gunstock for VR use. This is trash. And I have, just with that piece, I have enough left over to make a whole new Gunstock. So, this is goop epoxy. Where the hell did the nozzle go? There it is. Very easy to use stuff. Use it liberally. I will tell you, keep a paper towel on hand and use rubber gloves to pick up any spillage. It also gives you, let's see if I can, God, I might knock this stuff over. Get up to the camera here. These lines are different pitches at which it comes out. You want to do it at like the first or second line, so it's a nice thin bead.
Can they see the TV?
No.
I'm glad my American University.
You feel free.
I don't want them to see bullet.
All right, so, and it's literally gonna be, take your epoxy, get it right there at the end, and you wanna just put a thin bead all the way around. Baby, can you grab me a paper towel?
Maybe.
Since I just said that I need one in the video, and then I completely forgot to grab one.
You're not even listening to your own video. How are these people listening to your video?
Yeah, right? Give everything a quick tap with a rubber mallet to make sure it's sealed in place properly. If you've ever done arts and crafts and use hot glue, you know exactly how to use this.
Do you want me to rip them or
No, I just need one piece. Another thing you do, take a piece of paper towel, just catch it on the end and bring it all the way around. That way it doesn't look like shit. And this piece. Are you okay?
No.
You need to stop hurting yourself, ma'am. Towel again, quick wipe. Some of it spilled over a little bit onto the cap. So that's gonna be, another important thing is making sure that these stay in alignment with each other, not off to the side one way or the other, because that will look terrible and it will feel weird. It's not something that you can like look at and say, oh, that's gonna feel different, until you actually go to do it. You're like, man, this is just annoying the shit out of me because it is slightly canted. So bring it up. Look right down the barrel there. Yeah, it's good. Piece of paper towel and a quick wipe. And this will seal all this PVC together perfectly. This epoxy is made for plumbing. All right, where's the next piece? And then quick line here. Good thing about this epoxy as well is it's made to be used in like a harsher environment, like actually using for plumbing. So you don't have to worry about cleaning off your plastic and treating it all very gently. Attachment here. Now with these attachments, you want to be pretty liberal with it because you got to think you're going to be aggressive with this thing. Mid-game, not paying attention to the equipment you're using. You got to have plenty of the epoxy on there. So you have a harder time breaking your Gunstock. And then finally, your end cap. Now you saw me screw this up a couple of times already, but you always want to put the epoxy on the male piece. If that offends you, know that I don't give a shit. basic Gunstock frame. Gonna let all this dry, and hopefully all of my magnets and my bipod and all that fancy stuff will be in here tomorrow. Now, if you want to make one with the bipod, that's where this extra piece comes in. You literally just quick steel JB weld the bipod to the bottom of this, move this plug to the end of this, and insert this piece here for a sniper variant or a machine gunner variant. And that's a real life bipod. You can lay down, you can use it just like normal. Now the magnets are going to go right in here in these holes. And you can hear my fiance talking shit about me going shopping in the other room. That's awesome. You hear her talking shit? So here's the strategy for the next part. These are going to be the stock, the nice foamy cushy part that goes against your shoulders. This part I can do before I get the rest of it. Let me go to find my duct tape. I can hear you talking shit back there.
But it actually smells pretty good, so I'm like, you got lucky. But you all incense with all smoke just because it sounded badass. That is it.
I'm gonna fight you.
Why are we in the bar? Because I sent Joe to buy incense, right? And my favorite incense is the jasmine incense. So he went out and he came back with 2 incenses. Like I got jasmine and then I got dragon blood. And I'm like, okay. He was like, does that sound right?
Where the hell's my sling?
Smell good? Like, did you smell it?
This guy's a little bit. I'm still recording, by the way.
Okay.
Where in the shit? Where's my sling? Alright, well I lost my sling, but you can easily put a couple of zip ties on the body of this guy and use those as sling attachment points so you don't drop it and your controllers in the middle of gaming.
What the hell happened out there?
We were attacked.
What's that smell? Are you painting or something?
No, that's the glue I was just using.
I keep on almost like talking crap to you and I forget you're on video.
I mean, feel free, you've already talked about worse.
I haven't said anything bad.
So let's see here. Yeah, this will work perfect. One of these, and then
I told him to look for rentals that's like basically middle ground between Metro West and St. Cloud.
okay.
Because I know you want it to be a decent.
Now, who wants to say grace?
Oh, Mother, may I? Oh, of course, son. I was hoping you would choose to become a part of this family.
That doesn't have to be pretty because all this is going to get taped over and painted.
Thank you
So,
for the salty pagan.
it just has to be functional.
Along with the rest of the indigestional swill. And thank you for our new charade family. My father ran away when I was only 6. If I'd known any better, I would have joined him. And also because she's been trying to get back in this house ever since she lost to the Lord.
A big thank you for playing the asshole that's doing my mother.
So that you can't see what everybody knows. She doesn't really love him.
Amen.
Alright.
Now take it.
That's simply a matter of.
Time making the adjustment with all the basic changes. Moving back in here after the.
You want to make sure your zip tie heads are on the
They burned
full
themselves
side here.
alive after you were
If
cheating
not,
on your wife.
it's going to hurt your shoulder.
Lawrence. It was nobody's fault. Passion drove her to it. One day you'll understand. There are sacrifices you have to make in the name of love.
You can watch American Horror Story.
I have reserved tickets for everybody for Saturday at our community theater
Tight.
for the opening night of
Wait like a twiga.
Brigadoon. I'm delighted to be debuting in the chorus.
Well, I, for one, show me there were bells on.
Thank you, darling, for being so supportive and encouraging. You have allowed me to explore another facet of myself.
Yeah, I love the theater.
Daddy! You're a smart girl. You know he killed our brother.
Stop it. Bo died in his slumber of natural causes. Now you know he
How the hell did I cut myself over here? I'm losing it, baby.
Your brother's in a better place. He suffered with every breath that he took.
He only suffered because of...
My friend said that she actually thinks that dragon blood has protective qualities, so it's actually good to pick it up.
Friend's a hippie and it just smells good.
First of all,
You'd
okay,
be mad, but I'm right.
that is Santeria stuff.
Of course it is. I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball.
You don't practice Santeria. Let the people that do stick to it.
No. Whatever, witch.
Wow.
Bruja. Practicing brujeria. Is that the same shit?
Brujeria.
Am I being white and racist? Is that how that works?
Where did you put the incense at, huh?
And the drawer where the incense goes?
I don't see them. I see the stupid sticks.
Look harder. That's what I got. Look harder.
Why would you take these out of the box and then put them separately with the box on top? You know.
We're talking about the matches?
Yes.
Because they kept coming out anyway, so I'm just keeping the box so I can have something to strike it on.
Or just put them in the damn box and put tape at the bottom, which we have.
Alright, so now that that's attached, I'll duct tape over it just to keep any sweat from absorbing into it. And when it's dry, I'll paint the whole thing with a waterproof sealant just to keep it from breaking down over time with that glue. And there's just about installing the magnets and attaching the other magnets to your Oculus grips so you can get that quick attach and detach kind of features.
Go over to it. One day you won't
Nope.
miss it. There are
Fuck, that hurt. So, just for reference, maybe hold that. Can you not put your finger?